Hey guys, welcome to another outlining video. I don't know if I can finish today because it's an outlining of two people in one picture, and usually it takes me some time to outline like the face and stuff. But basically, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Also click the notification bell button next to the subscription button if you want to be notified for whenever I upload new videos. If you don't click the bell button, you won't be notified, and then you probably will be like, why aren't you uploading new videos? And then you'll have to check manually and stuff. And also check down in the description box below. My social media is there, so you can go follow this. The process work will all be posted online, so yeah, because I don't always do videos of all the process work like drawing, outlining, sketching. So having that said, it will be there. I'm going to start because it's going to take a while. So this is a drawing of the pastors of my church. Pastor Emily and Pastor Jason, and they're a couple, and they're so sweet and cute together. Honestly, every single time Christians, like for some reason now, like I'm so into it, like whenever I see like people posting online, like couples from our church, every time they're posting online, I'm just like, so cute together, because a lot of people have actually been through a praying process for their partners, to see if God has actually said, this is the person you will be with, and that's how it is. It is just incredible, and yeah. The pastors are super kind, they're super nice, and they're also the parents of the church. And what happens is, because they take care of the church like 24/7, and their job basically, they take a lot of phone calls within the week from other people, and they basically give people advice spiritually and help them out and all of that. And so because they're super busy, sometimes it's hard to like talk to them because there are other people talking to them, and I'm pretty sure they have like a call list where they have to call people, like certain people during specific times. So sometimes they don't have time to really answer you like through messaging and stuff, which is, it's fine because I know they need to help other people. Like, as long as people aren't like, oh, why aren't you giving time to me and stuff, then it's fine, because they really do work hard anyways, and they do try to take care of a lot of people. Pastor Emily is super sweet. She's really pretty. That goes for like everyone in our church. Everyone looks pretty because God, and it's just so incredible because they're like parent figures, basically. They're spiritual parents to all of us, and like the way they speak, like when they're serious, they speak with authority, but it's not like aggressive sounding authority where it's kind of like, oh, it's scary. Like sometimes your parents will speak with authority, and it'll kind of make you feel scared or intimidated, or it's just a way that parents normally handle their kids. But when Pastor Emily and Pastor Jason speak, they're very, very gentle, and when they speak with authority, you can tell when they're serious, but it's not like they're upset at you or angry. It's more of just telling you, like, just giving you advice, which is super important, I think, in leader roles. When it comes to like being a leader of a church, you don't sound intimidating, but you sound calm, collected. Not only that, but you're understanding towards other people. Like, you're understanding towards all ages. Like, they can handle kids well, they handle people who are my age well, which is basically teenagers to young adults. And having that set is very important, because you know, I find like if you go to school and you see teachers and stuff, sometimes it's very hard for like teachers to handle even like people my age, because some people want to focus and some people are just like, I don't want to focus, I don't want to be in class, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. But really, when they speak, they really capture like, they can capture your attention. Like, you'll be focused on their words. There's no how do I explain it? When I started going to church, there wasn't really much focus. I have to admit, there was a time period in summer last year where I was just like not focused at all. And then like when you start to pay attention to when they're speaking in the sermon and everything, it starts coming together. Like once you start paying attention, you can't take your attention off of it, because there's something so special about the way that they teach us and the way that they lead us and guide us, and it's just so incredible, and the experience is so amazing. So like whenever I go to church, I'm like very focused on it. Like the difference between me now and me like last summer is totally different. Like I'm not on my phone anymore. I don't want to be on my phone. I just want to listen to what they say, and it's incredible. Pastor Jason, he's super gentle. He keeps an eye out in church. He always looks around. He's very observing, which is a good thing, because you know you have to be observing of your surroundings if you're the one leading multiple people, and he does that very well. He's super kind and gentle. He doesn't come off as like this scary authority figure that you can't talk to. He comes off as this person that you can just talk to and be okay and open with. And having that is important, because you don't want to be a scary authority figure. And I feel like he does a great job at doing that. Like something about like his personality and like how he comes, like how he's presents himself like in person from the outside to the inside is really just a great way of being a leader, so that way people don't feel scared and stuff. And just having that. But they also don't, even though they're leaders, I have to say, they don't make themselves seem like, how do I say this? They don't make themselves seem like they're above you, because no one is above anyone except for God. So I feel like they don't, I guess a good way to describe it is like, I've been to a Catholic church before because my cousin goes to a Catholic church, and I've been to one before, and you know, when I look at the priest, to be honest, nothing wrong with Catholics, but in general, like when I look at them, I feel like they're higher above me. Like they have this standing where they're higher above me, and it feels like they are. And there's like, it doesn't feel like there's any equal level or anything. But when you go to like our church, I feel like, yeah, the pastors come off as like regular people. They're not above us. They're not, yes, they're leading, but in a way that it doesn't feel like, oh, we're above you. Even though they are technically, in terms of like, they're leading us and they're not really the ones who are following other people. They're leading us, but in a way they come across as just, they just come across as like yes, we're leading you, but we're not above you, like very above you. So I feel like that's important too in the church, because you don't want people to feel like I'm under you all the time and I don't know what like I don't know how to speak to you because it feels like you're above me. So yeah. Okay, something very particular for this drawing. I didn't draw any animal ears or tail yet because I was thinking about what animal I should use. I wanted something very, like, shows the Christianity. I don't want something that's just like, oh, here's an animal that I just chose. I wanted something that shows that they're like, they have authority because they're the pastors, but yet something that is gentle. And I was just thinking, and suddenly I remembered that Pastor Emily, she actually has this tiny pouch or something, and it's shaped like a fish, and basically she loves it. She has two, and basically it's like the 2 fish and the 5 loaves of bread in the Bible. Basically, I don't remember this story clearly, so I'm just gonna say part of it. Let's try to summarize it, basically. So I think it was Jesus passed around 5, like, I think Jesus was there, but they were passing around the 5 loaves. People were passing around the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fish, and they were starving, but there was a lot of people. Like, it was a lot of people. It's not just 1 or 2 people where you can be full on just this fish and bread. So I think they were worried that they wouldn't have enough to eat. And I think Jesus was there. Don't quote me on everything because I don't remember the whole story. But in summary, what happened was, as people were passing around the basket of the food, just the food multiplied into more and more, and it just kept multiplying into a lot until the point where everyone in that area outside could eat the bread and the fish. So I feel like for some reason my mind was thinking about it, and I was just like, maybe I could give them fish tails, because like, same thing for like multiplying the fish and the bread. Like, God spreads his love through other people, and I feel like God spreads his love through the pastors the most, because these are the people who are teaching you. They're leading you, they're guiding you, they're helping you, and just following God devotedly, and they're spreading the love and the wisdom and the knowledge to you. So I feel like maybe they're kind of like the fish, and how the 2 fish, and how like in the end, like, they're spreading knowledge and wisdom and love from God. And I just feel like, yeah, I could use that maybe. So it's just a thought, but I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna think about it and see if I should. Right now I'm outlining the eyes. It's so amazing because it says in the Bible somewhere a scripture that talks about this, but basically, if you're partnered with someone that God has like prepared for you, honestly, when you're with them, like, you start to change and become like them, because you become in sync with them. And just like, for example, an example would be like, if someone's eyes, like, say for example, the guy's eyes are larger than the girl's eyes. It could be either or, but it could be that the guy's eyes either become smaller or the woman's eyes become larger. And what happened is, it was a funny story because the pastors were telling us this, and basically Pastor Emily said she was actually excited because she thought, because Pastor Jason's eyes used to be pretty large, and she thought, and she wanted larger eyes, but then what happened was God works in this way where we can match our partners somehow, right? And it was funny because her eyes actually became smaller to match Pastor Jason's eyes, and then it was like really just a funny story when you think about it, because she wanted larger eyes, but no. Not her eyes became smaller. Pastor Jason's eyes became smaller like hers. So in the end, it was really funny because she wanted large eyes, which Pastor Jason used to have, but Pastor Emily ended up like, Pastor Jason became more like Pastor Emily. So God uses like God makes us look similar to our partners that he has prepared to us, which is so incredible because you would never think that. I remember once they were talking about how someone thought they were siblings, and like, because they look similar, so you could mistaken them for siblings, but these are not siblings. These are actually legit just partners. So just thinking about that is really amazing, because you would never think that you would look alike like someone else. But when you find the partner that God has prepared for you, he'll make you to match in a way. Having that said is really interesting. So yeah. I have lots to talk about the pastors. I don't know. So yeah, I'm thinking about the fishtails. I have to think. Okay. And I have Pastor Emily's glasses to outline. And now I have nothing else to say. Yeah, I just feel like pastors are so important. So I wanted to draw this. I'll probably make a copy and give it to them on Christmas, which is far away. I don't know why I keep thinking about Christmas. I think it's because holidays are a day where it's an excuse that I can give people gifts, because normally I would just give people gifts whenever I want to, but it's hard because it's like you don't want people to get the wrong idea, but at the same time you're kind of like, I want to give someone something because you want people to be happy. I think overall I just like giving gifts because I like seeing people happy. It's this thing that I always do, and then I get excited when I see something that looks like it could be good for someone. So yeah, it's just all over the place when it comes to that. So here is the overview of the drawing. It turned out pretty nice. The pupils of the eyes, you can see they're not colored in because I'm just going to color it in with the... I'm either going to use marker or I'm going to use... I think I'm going to use marker to color these in, but I'm not going to make a video on it because it's going to take a long time, and it's probably going to be a lot of black on the clothing, so it's probably not going to be very fun to watch. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also, check out my drawings playlist if you haven't. or if you're new to my channel, all my other drawings process, I kind of like, some of them I only do outlining, some of them I only do coloring, and some of them I do 2 videos, one for outlining and one for coloring. It completely depends, but a lot of the ones that are easier to color, I like to film, because the ones that take up a lot of color take up more time, and then it just gets very, very all over the place. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!